Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Xenoblade Chronicles reaction. It's been a minute since I've listened to a Xenoblade Chronicles song. The last one I think was from one of the side games, and I don't think I've heard something from Xenoblade X since last year. Might have been a little over a year ago. It was one of, I think, Sawano's tracks, if memory serves. So like, it's been a hot minute since I've heard anything from this specific soundtrack, but Thracian wants me to get to this one, and apparently this is a day-night cycle of something, so I'll be hearing the whole, like, almost 6 minutes of this and just listening to things and seeing how it evolves over time. I don't think I'll be able to tell what is the day or night versions of them, but maybe it'll be super obvious. I won't know if I don't listen, so I guess without further ado, let's go! It's a very interesting start. Hey. Wait a second. I think White Boy's about to catch a vibe here. Hold on. I like some of those like little detuned moments. Is that a shamisen? Definitely sounds like one. I don't know if those detuned moments were on purpose. It might have been an accident, but it sounds great. I think it adds a little bit of organic flair. Maybe it's a Kodo. Okay, yeah, White Boy's catching a vibe. I've been catching this vibe for a while. It's so fun. It's a little bit more free than I expected. A little bit of motif there. The synth is kind of cute, honestly. It's just kind of, yeah, it's like it's too happy, but like in a good way, you know? It's like the synth is a dog. It's just like, why are you so happy all the time? Weird comparison, but I think it works. Ooh. Ah. So maybe this is the night version then. Unless there's more stuff happening in between, but it sounds more intense. That usually belongs to the night cycles. Interesting chromatic scale work in there. I'm almost positive that's a Kodo. Steel drums? Why? Okay, I think that's still a Kodo. I thought they brought in a straight up harp for a second, but that's gotta be a Kodo. A little too thin to be a harp. Shakuhachi? Dude, they're bringing in all the traditional Japanese instruments. But also then the steel drums are in there. Like, I don't recall those belonging to a Japanese soundscape. I mean, I'm still kind of vibing. Ooh, my God, what a note. Maybe it's just the steel drums, most likely. It's giving Okinawa. I just wasn't expecting the, like, island rhythm vibe in Xenoblade. Ooh, that's a weird ending. Is it done? Must be done. Yep, okay. So according to the description, that was also Sawano's work. I would have never guessed that. That's the most intriguing thing I've heard from Sawano ever. It's definitely not something I would have assigned to him in sound, but I suppose, unless the credit's wrong, which it might be, but I'm gonna assume that it's his work, and in that way, I'm just like, that's so weird, but also weird kind of fits in hindsight. Like, if I'm thinking about Sawano's work, I'm thinking about things that are not necessarily the composer's norm, you know? Sawano's got a little bit of a kick to him when it comes to how he writes, and I think things like the steel drum is just weird enough to be something he would do. So I guess I'm not really surprised, but it's just not what I expected to see when I saw the composer listed in the credits. So sure, I mean, it was definitely an interesting sound. I mean, they had all the traditional stuff that I love. I think some of the, like, synth work in there, like, again, that one synth was, like, super cute, and I don't know why. It just felt kind of cute. It felt innocent in a weird way. A little too happy, but in the best way possible. And then the second half having all of that steel drum, I'm like, what's going on? Where are we? Like, I don't have a location of what this would be playing in, you know, so I have no clue. Maybe it is like a port thing, which I guess would make sense to a degree, but again, the steel drums thing is really pushing me towards the Islander vibe, because that's what I know it from. So it's like, okay, what do I do about that? Like, I don't know how to parse that information. It's so strange. But again, that happens a lot with Sawano's work. It's been a while since I've heard something of Sawano's, so I haven't really heard any of his individual OST works, though. Not really many of them, at least, like the one or two potentially, but usually I hear his stuff from, like, standalone tracks or, like, big OST stuff, or his anime stuff, which is very much just, like, what he wants to do, but on a grand scale, so he gets all of the assets to do that. This might just be a little bit more what he does when it comes to the smaller tracks he does. Even though I know that Xenoblade is a huge series and has plenty of money to get people like Sawano to work for them, it's still like, maybe this is just like not always his A game. Maybe he's just got to put in a little bit of the, you know, you're making a lot of music for a game. Same thing if you're doing like the whole soundtrack for a show. It's a lot. So you're not going to have banger after banger after banger. You're going to have a few in there that are a little different, a little bit softer and more interesting. For this one, it's still really good, but also it's just definitely a little bit different from his usual stuff. I didn't hear his full soul in this one, and maybe that's just because I'm used to that other sound. Maybe this is just what his other work sounds like. But I also think it's possible I'm bending my favor a little bit because I do love Sawano's work, and this was just a little underwhelming if it was from him, I suppose. But if it was from somebody other than him, I would have been like, okay, whatever, it's a decent song. So I feel like it's affecting my opinion. So if I'm just ignoring the whole Sawano thing, it's a decent track on its own. Both of them are. I think it's a fun fun variety, but also it's definitely not something I would add to one of my playlists personally, just because there's not too much to it. I feel like this might have been requested by Thracian because it's an area that they really like, and it's possible they have a lot of memories here, and that's perfectly fine. It's not a bad song, it's just, again, the Sawano thing is bugging me, because I'm like, this isn't what I'm expecting out of Sawano, but who the fuck am I to say what Sawano's supposed to make or not, you know? Like, I'm not Sawano, I'm not his mom, I can't tell him to not do something. He can make whatever the hell he wants to, and overall, it's a decent track. It's fun, but also a little bit weird, so I feel like that's most of Sawano's works anyway. So, at the end of the day, I think that might just be my opinion. I don't usually do ratings, I've done them a few times before, but like, yeah, it's a 6 out of 10, you know? It's just kind of, it's there. It's better than mid. I wouldn't call it like full mid, because it does have some interesting things going on. But also, not what I personally would put on a playlist, so it's got to go less than like, oh hell yeah, it's not like an 8+, you know, it's somewhere in between there. But I think I've yapped enough about this, so thank you all so very much for watching, and thank you Thracian for putting this in here. Sorry if I offended you by saying a song of yours is just shy of mid. I hope you don't get mad at me for that, and I hope you understand my thought process here. But if anyone else has a song they want me to get to, by all means drop it in the comments below, and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if like Thracian did, you want to guarantee something, there is always my Patreon or my YouTube memberships. There's a tier that will force me to listen to whatever you want, from whatever, by whoever, good, bad, does not matter. That's why it's a guarantee. But if you don't want to do any of that, you maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!